Hey loves, welcome to episode number 3. So I'm coming to you from my closet area that I actually had turned into an office space before I went back into the office full time. And so my husband suggested that I use it as a space for me to focus and work on business stuff. And so I figured that I would use this time to also share, just my episodes and also just talk to you from here. I'm thinking we may call it closet talk or we'll think about it. So I might start coming from my closet area more often where we can just talk and I can just share, life and tips and health and wellness, everything that my channel and my page is about. And so I hope that you guys will feel comfortable with me as, I just share real life and things that I hope are going to be helpful for you as well. So let's get on into episode number 3. So I wanted to do this episode specifically to talk about 5 simple steps to meal prep. Before we even get into showing food and all of that, I want to make sure that you have the meal prep essentials that you need. And so I have come up with 5 simple steps of meal prep essentials that I believe will be most helpful for you for your success. So, as I shared in my last episode, over the past month and a half, I'm down 13 pounds. So, the things that I will be sharing with you are things that I have been utilizing not over in the past month and a half, but honestly over several years now. And what has always helped me with my meal prep whenever I lock in, these things I believe are going to be useful for you as well. So, I hope that they will be. So, some of these things in this video you may already have in your home, and I love that for you. I'm glad that you already have it. Some things you may not have, and that is fine as well. This episode is mainly just to narrow down those specific things that you need for your meal prep so that you know that you have those things that you need to be successful. All right, let's get into these steps. Step 1, food storage containers. So I really love the storage containers from Marshalls. So I took a little trip so that you guys can see some storage containers that I really like and so that you can see some examples of what's available. Now, personally, I am really into the glass storage containers right now. We all know that you can get plastic containers from pretty much anywhere, but I have learned that the glass containers last a long time. And you know that once you get some spaghetti or something red in those plastic containers, that they're no longer the same. They have a scent to them. And, it's just, it becomes kind of a waste because you're just like recycling and just getting rid of them once they get stained and you're getting more plastic containers. And so I have tried to weed them out. And now I'm just more so focused on getting glass storage containers whenever I am going to get some more storage containers that I need. All right, let's head on into Marshalls. So, I wanted you guys to see just the amount of options that you have for storage containers. There was actually 2 walls of storage containers. And so, just look at the spread and look at all of the options that they have. As I shared with you, I really love the glass food storage. So, I really love this Brookstone set. I do have some Brookstone at my home as well. And so, I really love their storage options. And then I saw this cute little set for like your fruits and to put smaller options in. And so I really love this set as well. I love the lids. I love, the neutral tone. So this was a cute storage set and the pricing was reasonable. Here are some more smaller containers. And I really love this tempered glass set, you guys, especially, as we get into the fall, this really was a vibe. So another glass set. I also really like this 60-piece set. Now it is plastic, but I thought that it was a great amount and it already has the sections for you. So this was also a really good deal as well. And then you see like these little fall colors for your storage that I also really thought were nice as well. They also have nice storage options for your sauces and for your condiments. So I just wanted you guys to see that, you can find really cute and different storage containers. If you want a little bit of variation and you want a little bit more excitement in your meal prep, storage containers, they are really important. Now, before we move on, I want to say that maybe you're like, girl, I have storage containers, but girl, do you have enough? Now, that is something that I came across recently with my meal prep over the past month and a half when I really got into it heavy. And I was like, I don't have enough storage containers. I was washing them out and, I needed it for the next meal. And it was taking up more time than it needed. And so I got more storage containers. So maybe you're like, okay, I don't know if I have enough. That is something that you might want to invest in and get some more storage containers. And some good advice that I can give you is you can find out if you have enough storage containers by figuring out how many days do you need to meal prep for. So, for example, I work 4 10s. So I work Monday through Thursday and I have Friday off. So Friday, I can cook my own food. I don't necessarily need to meal prep for it. But Monday through Thursday, I do. Now, I'll get into a little bit more on what I do for breakfast. I don't necessarily need storage containers for my breakfast right now. I use Ziploc bags, but I do need them for my lunch where I usually make salads and for my dinner where we usually have a protein and our sides and our vegetables. And so I need at least, I would say, good 10 at least storage containers. And, try to think of it from that point of view where just think about how many days, how many meals do I need to meal prep for and make it apply to you? Are you home some days where you don't necessarily need it? Are you home but you still need that, that option to already be there and that food already to be prepped so that you don't grab something unhealthy? Think about that as well. Everyone is different. And so I'm just sharing with you, how I do my own meal prep and how much I need. And so think about that as you figure out making sure that you have the storage containers and the amount that you need. All right, so let's move on to step number 2, measuring cups and spoons. Now, this one is huge. You need to measure your food, you guys. I know that some people, they just feel like, okay, I'm eating healthy. But you can eat healthy, but the amount that you're eating matters. So back into Marshalls we go. They had some really cute measuring cups and spoons that I really like. Here you can see the different options that they have. I really like this steel set. You can tell that this is good quality and it's going to last you a while. They also had them in cream and brown, also in green. And these were, nice fall color sets as we get into this fall season. The prices were also very reasonable, only $4.99 for this set. This steel set was also reasonable in price, $9.99 for this set. And like I said, it will last you a good amount of time. The price point was really good on these, so I just wanted to share with you the variety and options that they have in Marshalls as well for your measuring cups and your spoons. All right, so we're gonna step out of Marshalls. Those are two things that you can get in Marshalls alone with step 1 and step 2 for your storage containers and for your measuring cups and for your spoons. Now, before we get out of this measuring cups and spoons uh, arena, I did want to bring one option. Actually, excuse me. I did want to bring two options to you that you may also find helpful. And so these storage containers, they're little measuring cups for 2 tablespoons. Now, I actually got these measuring cups from Target before things got a little interesting. Here they are, and they came as a four-piece set. And so I know not everyone shops there anymore. And, that's a whole nother story for another day. But they do have these tablespoon containers on Amazon in different places. And so I really like to use these for my salad dressings and for my dips. You will see that in like your salad dressings on the back and the nutrition facts, they usually always measure them out by tablespoon. So I really like these measuring cups because you don't even have to, put it in a spoon and then put it in something else. You can literally just fill it up to the top and you know that you have your two tablespoons and it's easier to track. So I also really like these plastic 1 ounce storage containers as well. These containers came as a 200 count set. So I got these from Walmart and they actually lasted me several months. I really, really like these. These are, disposable. You don't have to clean them out. You can just fill them up. And so I use these to put my salad dressing, my cream cheese for my bagels. And so they're really quick on the go. And so these are another option that you can think about if you want to have storage containers that also has the measuring in them as well. These are also options for you to consider. All right, so let's move on in to step number 3, a food scale. This one is super important, you all. Just as important as the measuring cups and spoons, if not more important. Please make sure that you have a scale to weigh your food. To be able to track it accurately, you need to be able to weigh your food. We will get into food tracking in episode number 4. I'll just go ahead and tell you that now. So please make sure that you have the essential things that you need. And step number 3, being your food scale, is more important, honestly, than all the other ones, and I would honestly put the scale and the measuring cups, together. Like, you need it. You need it, you need it, you need it. So please make sure that you have a food scale so that you can track your food appropriately and accurately, and you can make sure that you are hitting your targets that you want to lose, for your weight loss and all of that. You can make sure that you stay on track. So please, 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 y'all, please make sure that you have a food scale. My Oziri scale, I have had this one for several years now. Here's just a quick example of my salmon being weighed. It has worked out great for me. I got this one from Amazon. I don't believe I spent more than 10 bucks. Definitely not more than 20. I will drop the link for that one if you want to try out the scale that I have. But they have plenty of scales out there. So please make sure that you have a scale, okay? All right, let's go on into step number 4, drinking plenty of water. You guys, you got to drink your water. Um, of course, your water will make sure that you're hydrated. It'll also make sure that you feel full. As you get into your food tracking, and if you're in a calorie deficit to lose weight, you're going to be a little bit more hungry than, maybe you would normally be. Of course, in a calorie deficit, you're eating less calories. So, you may have a little bit of hunger there. But water will make sure that you're not as hungry, or maybe you're thinking you're hungry, but you're dehydrated. So please make sure that you drink adequate water. So for women, it is recommended that you drink 2.2 liters or 9 cups of water a day. And for men, it is recommended that you drink 3 liters of water or 13 cups of water a day. Now, I'm going to show a few examples of the water jugs that I have. If you want a jug that tracks your time throughout the day, because I hear people say that, oh, it's just so hard to drink it. And, I get stuck, by the time it's 5 p.m. And so if you need a jug that kind of, gives you, the time period of how far along you should be in your water intake for the day, I would strongly recommend getting a jug like this. I got this from Amazon, and they have plenty of jugs like this online. They no longer have this particular one that I have, that I'm showing on my screen right now, but they do have plenty of jugs that help you stay on track throughout the day. And then this other jug, now I currently am using this one. This one is 64 ounces, so it brings me to around 8 cups, close to that 9 that I need for the day. As you can see, all of my water bottles are pink. So I do like this one. I also got this one from Target, y'all, before things got interesting. But I believe it's a woman-owned business. I'm gonna drop the link for this one as well. I'm not sure if she has it on Amazon or somewhere else. So, you can kind of pick your choices. I just want to make sure that you're getting adequate water. So whether you want to go all the way and you like, girl, I want a gallon, and if you just want a regular Deer Park, that works as well. Whatever works best for you. I just want to make sure that you get in your water. And here's just a few options that you can consider if you want to get a gallon, or if you want to get a half, or just whatever you need to help you stay motivated with drinking your water. Here's a few options, and hopefully this will help you with your water. And one last thing I'll say about water intake is just making sure that you like stay on pace. So if you don't have a water jug that, tracks how far along you should be in the day, at least make sure that you're pacing yourself throughout the day. I have found that anytime that I haven't been pacing myself like I should, and then I drink a lot towards the end of the day, then I have to get up in the middle of the night and I'm going to the bathroom, and now my sleep is broke. And that's never good. So make sure that you're pacing yourself throughout the day. You want to be drinking water throughout, and so you're not crashing and like guzzling water at the end of the day. And now you're going to be up going to the bathroom. So, people will say, like, oh, I don't drink it, because of one of those reasons. I don't drink a lot of water because I don't want to be up all night. Well, you won't be up all night if you pace yourself throughout the day. So, this last and final step, the air fryer. Now, I added an asterisk to this one because technically you don't need an air fryer, but we're talking about simple steps. And simple steps means that an air fryer will come in handy. Now, most people have air fryers, and I'm hoping that you already have one. If not, maybe you're like, I've been hearing about the air fryers. Maybe I should just go ahead and get one. Girl, the air fryer is a game changer. So I originally just had the, single air fryer, but recently I invested in the two basket air fryer, and it's been a game changer. It literally has cut my meal prep time in half. So this air fryer that I have, it's a Ninja. I did find it at Walmart for 150, and I believe on Amazon it was like 180, almost $200. So I thought this was a good deal. The two basket air fryer, it has made meal prepping go a lot faster. I can put, four different proteins, four different, chicken breast or whatever I'm cooking. I can put it all in the same air fryer and it'll cook all at once. I can match cook, and it makes my meal prep go much faster. Let's put them in. That's it. All right, y'all, I'm excited. So, I would strongly recommend getting an air fryer. Now, if you have a single air fryer, that works as well. I still love that I can just put my food in the air fryer and I can walk away, or I can, work on making my salads, or I could just be doing other things with my meal prepping as I am like waiting for my food to finish in the air fryer. Now, if you are like, hey, I know how to cook, I bake, I pan sear, or whatever you like to do, you don't need an air fryer, then this one does not have to be for you. But if you are like, yes, I need something to make my meal prepping and my cooking go faster, an air fryer will help you tremendously. And this two basket one will help you even more. So I would strongly recommend taking a look at this two basket air fryer because it really has helped my meal prep and cut my time in half. All right. Well, we have run through the five simple things to meal prep that I would recommend. First is the food storage containers. Second is the measuring cups and the spoons. Third is the food scale. Four, drinking plenty of water. And five is the air fryer. So, the next episode, we will be talking about food tracking. And so, I hope if you don't have any of these things already, that you will get them soon so that when we get into our food tracking, you will have all the utensils and all the things that you need to be successful with your meal prep and be able to track your food accordingly so that you can hit your targets and lose your weight or whatever it is that you want to do with your health and working on your health right now. I hope that these things are going to be helpful to you. So, again, please come back for episode number 4. There is more coming, and we are going to get into food recommendations and what I personally have been doing over the past month and a half to lose my 13 pounds that I lost. And I will share with you what I've been eating and, things that, maybe it's going to be helpful for you as well. Things that you can kind of tailor to your own, um, you know, situation and your own foods and things that you like. And so I'm super excited and looking forward to just sharing with you guys. So I'm hoping that I'm going to roll them out either on Tuesday or Wednesdays for the new episodes. We'll see if I can stick to that. I really do want to stay on track and I really want you guys to be able to, anticipate and know that, hey, Brittany is coming and we're starting, y'all. We are in it, and I'm excited. I literally have just been like, thinking about, okay, what am I going to share next, and I'm mapping things out for you guys. So I promise you, we're there. Okay, we're there, and I'm going to keep on, sharing with you what I can, sharing what knowledge that I have. And I really hope that this is going to be helpful for you. If you want to reach out, if you have questions, anything that I can do to help and also pour into you, and wherever you are on your health journey, I am here. So I will see you guys next time for episode number 4. And I hope that if you're not already subscribed to my channel, to please subscribe. Please follow me. I'm on Instagram. I'm now on TikTok. Wellness with Brittany on TikTok. Docket Wellness on Instagram and on YouTube. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.